City News starts now.
And off the top on your news at 5, one group says that they are being dragged into a cultural war and they are pushing back.
Yeah, it involves drag queen story hours. 3 events featuring performers reading to children are happening this weekend in our area, but all 3 are facing similar backlash from some politicians and parents groups. And Queen City News reporter Derek Dellinger is live at Romare Bearden Park in Uptown, where 2 of those events are taking place this weekend. And Derek, that group is pushing back with kindness, but also some pointed language.
Yes, the drag queen story hours have become a bit of an issue nationally, and as a result, it's kind of become a bit of a microcosm specifically here in Charlotte. And while this isn't the first time Charlotte has seen this type of controversy specifically in our area, it has definitely reached an intensity point. This image is likely one that will draw a myriad of reactions, positive and negative, and even those who organize these events know what's out there.
We have unfortunately been met with a ton of vitriol.
Joshua Jernigan is part of the Charlotte Drag Queen Story Hour, a group that since 2019 has organized events across the area, family-friendly events for reading to children.
They are kings, queens, and theys who come and they dress for children and they perform for children. And it's sitting down reading a story, then singing a children's song, head, shoulders, knees, and toes, the wheels on the bus.
Jernigan says from the beginning there's been backlash, but in the last year it's reached a boiling point. Events meant to teach and inspire, he says, are being used for political gain.
Anything that they can do to get their name out there, they're going to do. And right now it's popular to be angry at Drag Queen Story Hours for conservative candidates.
The 3 events taking place this weekend may be examples of this. Congressional Representative Dan Bishop tweeted out his thoughts about one event set for Union County this weekend, calling it a perverse activity. The town of Monroe just passed a resolution saying that they are not in support of the drag story hour, citing the potential impact on children. The 2 events in Charlotte are facing similar pushback, with one congressional candidate even referring to the group as pedophiles.
You might have some internalized things that you probably need to work out.
Matt Ramsey is otherwise known as drag performer Shalita Bonet Hoyle, who will be reading at the event at Romare Bearden Park. Ramsey's other job is as a special needs teacher.
I grew up in rural North Carolina. There was no one around me who was unapologetically queer, who was unapologetically themselves.
In a statement, Bishop stood by what he called the, quote, perverse nature of the Union County event happening this weekend. Organizers and performers say the messages they receive are significantly in the positive, but they say the negatives now are louder.
We don't bow down to bullies.
And it is worth emphasizing here that these events are free and open to the public. However, it is worth noting that this event that will be happening here at Romare Bearden Park, as well as that event that is happening in Monroe, they will have extra security measures in place. Live at Uptown, Derek Dellinger, Queen City News.
Derek, thanks for that report.